Hi guys, and welcome to day 17 of our 30 Days Wild here at Zoo to You. So today we are going to be looking at the most common bird of prey in the UK. If you can remember from the Kestrel video, I did tell you what this animal was. We are going to be looking at buzzards. Okay. Normally, if you see a buzzard, you hear it first. So we're going to let you know what a buzzard sound like from this little sound clip here. So this is what you are hearing if you hear a buzzard. So that is what a buzzard sounds like. When you're walking through the countryside and you hear that noise, look up, because there is probably a buzzard somewhere. Now you can hear the noise and they can be soaring quite far away from you. It's very loud and the sound just carries. So that is the noise that we want to listen out for if we're listening for buzzards. So buzzards are protected by the Wildlife and Countryside Act here in the UK. So it's illegal for you guys to capture them, it's illegal to disturb the nests, it's illegal to shoot them. They are fully protected, okay? So you can see them, you can take photos of them, but you cannot interrupt them, okay? So let them do their thing, you do your thing, and just admire them from a distance. So they have a little bit of a different diet compared to a couple of the animals we've spoke about over the past couple of weeks. These guys, they hunt, they can eat rabbit, they eat other small mammals like mice and vole. We said that they hunted on kestrels and other small birds as well, but they also eat carrion. So if you don't know what carrion is, it is dead animal. So buzzards are opportunistic feeders. So if they see a fresh dead animal on the side of the road that has been hit by a car, then they will choose to feed on it because they're preserving energy. They're not wasting it on the hunt. So since the 1970s, our buzzards were severely declining, okay? They were so bad, they were struggling to get their population goals, but new legislation came into place that stopped farmers using certain pesticides. Once this legislation came into place, the buzzards started to thrive, and since the 1870s, the population of buzzards has quadrupled. So they are most common, they are thriving, they are green status on the RSPB. So luckily enough, this is a species that does not need our help. Yay! So we have a top predator thriving in the UK. There are no predators above him naturally in the food chain, so he is literally the apex predator doing his job, thriving and keeping everything nice and safe, which is incredible. These guys have a wide variety of habitats, which is the main reason they are thriving. They live in woodland, they live in farmland, you can get them over grassland, moors. They can thrive anywhere as long as there is that constant food source, and with them having such a varied diet, it means that they don't really have to worry about their food. So these guys are really incredible. If you wanted to spot a buzzard, today wouldn't be the best day, it's a little bit cloudy, there's not really much sun. The best kind of day is a nice sunny day, okay, not too hot though, you want a nice breeze to go with it so that the buzzard can soar. When you see them with their wings out, spread wide, soaring in circles, okay? So they are using the air thermals to fly and preserve energy, so that soaring is not wasting energy. Now when a bird flaps its wings, uses lots of energy because it's lots of muscle use. So soaring is relaxing for them, but they're also in the process of hunting. They have incredible eyesight just like our kestrels do. So these guys are insanely incredible. I love them. I am the kind of person that drives down the road, sees a buzzard and goes, "Buzzard!" every time. Drives my friends crazy. But I like to appreciate the simple things in life, and considering they were so severely declining and now they're thriving, I appreciate that they are now doing okay and they don't need help from people anymore. It's just incredible that doing that one legislation to stop certain pesticide use has allowed a species to thrive. Now buzzards are monogamous, okay, so once they find their female, they mate for life, okay, it's like marriage, there forever, not going anywhere. So when the males want to impress the females, they do something that we call a roller coaster. So the male has to do something very impressive for the female to get her attention. So what he does is he flies really high up into the sky, and then he does basically a giant nosedive, and he will do lots of spins and spirals and twists to try and attract the female's attention. And if it works, then she chooses him and they mate for life. So they nest in their woodlands, and this is a bird of prey species that actually makes nests. So it'll be made up of lots of twigs. They'll use grass, hay, anything they can find to make it nice and cushiony, and then she will lay 2 or 3 eggs. Once she has done that, they are parent reared after being incubated for about 35 days, and they're with their parents for about 6 months before they fly off and become big birds on their own. So they are really an incredible animal. Now, the only main threat that these guys have is persecution, unfortunately. So people think it's fun to go out and hunt things, you know, fox hunting, badger baiting, stuff like that. Birds are just the same, unfortunately. I don't know if you saw in the news, but a lot of birds were being shot from the sky, and investigations are underway, but this is one of the things that Buzzard has to face as well. So even though naturally it's top of its food chain, humans are still a threat to it. So the main thing we can do for this species is raise awareness, make people aware that they are not a threat to humans. They're not going to come away and steal your dog or your cat or anything like that. They will predate on small birds, small mammals mainly, easy kills. Trying to catch a dog in them talons is much, much harder. So you don't have to worry about them, they're not going to bother us. The main thing we can do is leave them be, and if anything, help their food supply. So allow mice to breed, allow them to catch them, give the food chain a balance so that everything works. So today we end on a positive note, because other than that, buzzards do not need our help. They are thriving and surviving without human intervention. So that makes me really happy, and I'm hoping it makes you really happy as well. So if you go out and see a buzzard, take a quick snapshot. I see them soaring above my garden all the time. And yeah, share your pictures with us. We'd love to see them. Even if you hear them, let us know. They are tough to see. You have to really focus if they're not soaring low. So guys, thank you very much for listening, and I will see you tomorrow, and we will be talking about another species that you will find in the UK. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.